Shalom Akim. Back downtown. That's where I always want to be. Damn, I ain't been down here since the fucking riots. I ain't gonna do that. All right, Shalom. All right, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai. Barakah to Yahweh, Barakah to Yahweh Shai, Barakah to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Barakah to Rakadash. All right, double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. All right, this is our elders of GMS. All right, back downtown. This is my favorite spot, man. This is my favorite spot of them all. Start coming down here to the something else happens where we have to remove ourselves from this area. I stopped coming down here before because of the riots. And we didn't want to identify ourselves or let them identify us with them. Because they tore this motherfucker up, man. When that shit was happening, they tore this bitch up all the way up and down this motherfucker, all the way down to the campus. It's like a mile and a half, if not a little further. They really tore this motherfucker up. Anyway, good news. Good news. We're coming into that time where we're about to receive our inheritance. Receive our inheritance. And those of us, we know the inheritance and what it entails. You know what I'm saying? That inheritance, which we're laboring for, you know, which ultimately we're laboring for peace and righteousness to reign in this world. And right now, wickedness is reigning, and wickedness is going to increase and get worse than what we're currently seeing. You know, you think these red devils was bad? Hey, the Spirit of the Lord, wait till the Spirit of the Lord gets on these devils and start bringing out their true nature. You know, especially their hatred toward the people of the so-called Negro and Indian. Say, what's up, man?
That looks good. That looks good.
All right, so anyway, the Spirit of the Lord, when it gets on these people, it's going to be all hell out in these streets, you know? It's going to be all hell in these streets, and all these people going to be at each other's necks and throats going at it, man. You know? And all this is for the whole purpose of bringing in the kingdom of heaven where we're going to receive our inheritance. And that's what I started with, you know? And that's one thing that Jake got a problem with, you know? When I say Jake, I'm talking about these niggas, man. I ain't talking about the Israelite foreigners, you know? The motherfuckers that, you know, the Israelite foreigners. Come on, let's just say they got the spirit of Yahweh, Shem Yahweh Shai, you know, the spirit, not the spirit of Yahweh, Shem Yahweh Shai, but the spirit of an Israelite, you know, because they don't have the truth. But there are those brothers that do have the truth. But like I said, I'm speaking about the ones that don't have the truth, but, you know, they're Israelite foreigners, man. Their natural hatred for Jake. And I'm talking about all the other nations. They want to push that we all one, we all together, but division is, you know, that's just part of the thing, man. You know, and that's part of the Spirit of the Lord. He wants division, and He divided the nation. You know, I know I'm all over the place, but that's all good. So let's go into the scriptures here. We'll pull out my Bible. Russia's making moves, man. This is amazing what's going down. The book of Ezekiel, the 38th chapter, is coming right out the book, man. You know? And we're starting to see the true nature of these people, man. You know? The true nature of these people. least show you this part. Oh, this is the spirit part. You know what's coming out here. Shit is going down, man. That drumbeat of war. And it's going to intensify because, you know what? I'll come back to this. Let me see if I hope I still have it. What's going down over there in the out east, Middle East, around the Mediterranean, the Black Sea, the Baltic states, you know, Russia, the U.S. provoking everybody to be destable and provoking everybody to war and, you know, forcing their own allies to go broke, you know. But anyway, let me get to the script. I know I can save it on my tablet. Let's see if I save it on this phone though, because this is where I really should have saved it. I got so much stuff on here. Speaking about the Russians mobilizing their military, you know. Stay ready, man. Because it's all over RT. It's all over the world, man. It's all over the news, man. You know, what's going down. The only one that don't know what's going down is these stupid ass niggas, man. You know, they're too caught up into this fucking world, man. Worldly niggas. And that's another thing I might end up going into, how the scriptures show you how these niggas got their own agenda and the elect of the children of Israel got theirs, man. And our agenda is to serve Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, serve the Lord, period. You know? So it should, this is coming from the U.S. generals, U.S. military specialists, you know. Here we go. See, they always gonna push that narrative that Russia's about to attack. Russia is about to attack. Personally, I don't see it happening. I pray that it does, because it's just more war. It's just more drama popping off. But I don't think shit's gonna happen. I think they're just gonna position their soldiers until that time. World War III is gonna pop off. It's definitely gonna pop off. But how? You know, we can't tell you that, but like I said, World War III is definitely going to pop off, and it's going to affect that whole area, man. And actually, it's going to affect the whole world, you know. But like I was saying, it says here, it says now that it went from 100,000 troops to 175,000 troops. Speaking of the hardware, let's go. I'm trying to find where the hardware is. Here it is. The plans involve extensive movement of 100 battalion tactical groups with an estimate of 175,000 personnel, along with armor, artillery, and equipment. Okay. Trying to find the one where it gets specific on what's been. Move, man. I ain't trying to slip in this shit. Stand in this damn spot. The ice is up. I'm gonna have to stand on the damn sign. Anyway, here we go. Here we go. movement. The Most High is raising these devils up to fight against each other. Period. You know? And they've been always doing this, man. Coming up against each other. They never agree with a damn thing, you know? And especially Babylon. You know? They're guaranteeing their division. They're guaranteeing that war is going to be fought, you know? Again, it's just like a no-good-ass child, man, that a no-good-ass bastard child that don't have the daddy around, that this motherfucker is running amok, man. You know? Running amok, losing his goddamn mind, man, and trying to fucking destroy the whole damn world just for his policies, man, just to please these devils that's controlling the military-industrial complex. This is crazy, man. This is madness. These are the people, these low-ass base people are ruling over us, you know? Here you go, Ezekiel the 38th. And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and prophesy against him and say, Thus saith the Lord power, behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and I will turn thee back and put hooks in thy jaw. You know? And America thinking they're going to go and actually surround these people, come to these people's borders. They think they're going to come to these manly, those Russians are they manly, man. They ain't like these Americans, man. They ain't nothing like these Americans. These Russians are manly. They manly, you know? And they're preparing for this shit, man. You know? They ain't like the U.S. military. Their leaders are transsexuals, you know, and women. That's their leaders. They have women in their guns running side by side with them, you know. Pretty much are just giving that pass into the special forces. You know, this is kind of funny though. Well, weapons experts and Western officials have expressed particular concern about one Russian superweapon, the Poison 2M39 torpedo. Development of the torpedo is moving fast with Russian President Vladimir Putin. Let's talk about that torpedo. That they call it that tsunami torpedo. You know, again, all these things is going to be used now. All these weapons, you know, that they so-called in the damn rush to make. They're going to use these weapons, man. You know, what do you think that's going to bring about that lake of fire? You know, I think I'm gonna move because I'm tired of having to focus on standing still. You know, unless I might have to stand on the sign or something. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna stand on the sign. It's getting frustrating. Anyway, I'm all good. Here we go. And another one, if y'all want this one is on the chathamhouse.org. It goes into the advanced the advanced technology that Russia has. Again, it's www.chathamhouse.org. CHATHAM house.org. And Russia got some shit. You know, Russia's about to tear America apart, man. Russia's about to give America a new asshole, man, period. You know? I can't pull it up, man. I still got my tablet in the way where I'll be able to read these small prints. I wanted to go into some of that Russian technology. That's what I'm trying to find. I'm trying to find, plus it's on a PDF form, that what I just gave you. So let me try and do this. Yeah, it's on a PDF form. It's going down. And, oh, okay, here we go. Because right now, Russia is they mobilized their specialists in their electronic warfare. And in their electronic warfare, it's destabilizing, it's scrambling the GPSs around that land, especially around Israel, over in Syria, because Russia's trying to protect its fortress over in Syria. And it's fucking with the pilots that's going in and out of Israel. And Israel is pitching a bitch, complaining to Russia, telling them to stop, and Russia's telling them no. You know? So again, you know, something's gonna happen to piss those rat Jews off to make them make their moves, man, because that's what we pretty much is waiting for, Israel to make their moves, man. You know? So again, going back to the scripture, here it is right here. Russia disrupting GPS in Israel airspace via ship or military. It's probably both, you know, because right now Russia just rushed a whole bunch of their warships over into the Mediterranean. And you know, that's that area where the main shit is going to pop off. Israel is very, very upset, man. You know how those devils get when they get mad, man. They get careless. They're already in that attitude. They think they can do what the hell they want anyway. You know? Again, there's so much going on. Israel officials say interference caused by Russian military in Syria. Russian embassy dismisses accusation as fake news. They ain't got to come out and say shit. They can deny it all they want. You got to understand, going into the midst of war, man, a whole lot is going on. Anyway, and I will turn thee back and put hooks in thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth in all thy army, horses and horsemen. And that's what I was trying to bring out. That's what I was trying to find, that mobilization of the particular hardware that Russia is mobilizing. And I'm talking about all the army, their Marines, their Air Force, electronic warfare. You know, they bringing out all the top guns. They bringing out all the toys, man. You know, and let me add that the toys they've been crying to use. You know what I'm saying? America too, man. The technology they have, the weapons they have, they use them. You know, they can't wait. They're excited to use them. You know. Again, what's the it's a scripture in Revelation. I'm pretty sure it might be the 6th chapter there. But, again, speaking about these devils being at each other's throat. Revelation 6. And I saw when the Lamb opened one of the seals, and I heard as it were the noise of thunder. One of the 4 beasts saying, "Come and see." And it says, and I saw and behold white horse, and he that sat on him had a bow, and a crown was given unto him, and he went forth conquering and conquering. That's Yahweh Shai, all right? And when he had opened the 2nd seal, I heard the 2nd beast say, "Come and see." And there went out another horse that was red. That was red, you know? And again, they label themselves so-called white people, but they're not white, you know? You understand the meaning of the word white. These devils is red, man, you know? This book speaking code, you gotta understand, you gotta be taught to understand and interpret this book the correct way, man. And there went out another horse that was red. Horse represents power. You know, this red horse, this red devil is conquering the world, man, you know? In parts of the world, he's not conquering. He actually conquered the whole world, but the parts of the world, things that he want, man, he go and bomb those people, man, you know? So this is this is devil's gold, man. This is his will. This has been programmed in his DNA just to bomb, kill, and destroy. You know what I mean? What does it say about the devil? He coming but to steal and to kill. And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth. You know, to take peace from the earth. They walk around here like they holy, man. Like they advance. They walk around this motherfucker like they at peace with you. You know? But they ain't got nothing but nothing but wickedness in their heart and their minds, man. You know, it's a bunch of deceitful ass goddamn devils, man. And that's one thing I like about coming down here to downtown, man. You know, it's full of these heathens, man. It's full of these deceitful ass heathens, proud heathens, man, living in these $1 million mansions, man. I said mansions, living in these $1 million condominiums, $500,000 condominiums with one goddamn room. You know, it's amazing going in these motherfuckers, man. I've been in them from Cleveland, you know. But this is the end of this devil's rule, man. He on his way out, and he's gonna take his own self out, you know. So it says, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another, and that they should kill one another, you know. Esau against Esau, Edom against Edom, you know what I mean? Edom against Edom. So this war is on them, man. Now you got a lot of these red devils, these proud red patriots here in America. Let's not go to war. They're afraid now, man. You know what I'm saying? They're afraid. You know, they already see that the military, the U.S. period has become a mockery around the world, man. People look at this place as a disgrace, man. You know, as a goddamn disgrace. And look at them. The whole world seeing how they're one of their I don't know what position the tranny is that's heading their military. He's actually headed the military, man. They refer to as a motherfucker as a woman now. This is a joke, man. And that's how the other nations see this place, as a joke, man. You know? And it is. But this place still got massive guns, man. This place still got nukes. You know? So their pride is still there. We don't want to go to war. We don't want to go. Why? Because they see that these other nations got missiles too. You know? They see these other nations do anything. They gonna do any damn thing in their hands that's possible to slaughter, to kill these motherfuckers, man. You know? And that's their goal, is to destroy Babylon. Period. They sick and tired of this place. It's again, to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword. And what is that great sword? That great sword is thermonuclear missile. I should have went down there. That great sword is thermonuclear missiles, which is going to be used. You know? Jake gonna continue to be walking these streets like they don't know a damn thing, lost in a deep sleep, concerned about serving this world, concerned about being worldly, while these missiles are preparing to come and burn them the hell up, man. Because they can give a damn about the Lord until they start to experience their hard times. You know how it goes. You know, find themselves on a hospital bed, then they want to start crying out to Jesus. You know, but in the meantime, these devils are starting to. They're planning on going to war with each other. This is a bad scripture, man. You know, and they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword, and we had all right. So. That great sword, again, is speaking about the thermonuclear missiles. The reason why these motherfuckers have such great pride, man. After they bombed Nagasaki and Hiroshima, man, the pride of America, man, that was the beacon of the world. The whole damn world was afraid of America, man. You know? So they were able to go out into the rest of the world and put garrisons. Is a garrison the word I'm looking for? These military bases. U.S. embassies in about 800 plus countries, man. You know, in 800 plus countries, forcing their will and their policies on these nations, man. And these other nations sick and tired of that shit, man. They ain't trying to allow their women to be walking around like stinking assholes. You know, the American woman. You know, the stinkingest hoe on this planet, man. The American woman. And especially the black woman, man. The stinkingest of them all, man. The American black woman. But anyway, here says, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords, Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya with them, all of them with shields and helmets. So it ain't just the nations that was just mentioned that's going to come with Russia. U.S. allies is going to turn against them when this great war pop off, according to the scriptures. the U.S. allies, and you can see how and why it's going to happen. The U.S. is guaranteed. The U.S. is trying to force their policies on these people to destroy their economies, man, just to serve their agenda. You know? That's crazy in itself that, you know, that they're still bound down to some extent. Foolish, man. But speaking about these women, I'm about to pause the camera and move though. I gotta move. I gotta pause. I couldn't stay. Yeah, this is just too damn much. It's just too much. Let me pause. I feel much, much better now. I feel much, much better now. That shit was vexing the hell out of me. Trying to focus on keeping my damn balance, man. They could have snowed, they could have plowed that shit. That's all right though. That's all right. Because the show must continue. The show must go on. Who's that? Ezekiel 38. Again, let me begin. Got a serious issue with the judgment this devil's gonna receive, man. They got a problem with the judgment this devil's gonna receive, man. So if they having a problem with the judgment, that means they got a problem with Yahushua. You know? That means they got a problem with Yahushua, man. You know? That's right. He have a controversy with y'all asses too. That's all right. So again, back to Ezekiel, the 38th chapter. All right. But I want to find exactly, I think it's Jeremiah, the 50th chapter, though, speaking on, I'm gonna go into it to see if I can find it. But it's speaking on how America allies is going to turn against them when this great war is going to break out. You know, right now America's allies they're receiving money, guns, weapons, so on and so on, but they're ultimately is going to turn against them too. You know, all the arrows is going to be shot at this place and destroy this place, man. You know, and that's the spirit of Yahweh Shemi Hawashai is getting into these people's heads, man. The angels, loose the angel that was bound in the great river Euphrates. You know, I think that's the scripture, roughly paraphrasing. But loose the angel that was bound in the great river Euphrates. So them angels, them demons that's in that area and getting in the minds of these people, man. You know? So it says, Gomer and all his bands, the house of Tegamar in the north quarters, and all his bands, and many people with thee. Be thou prepared and prepare for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them. You know? So ultimately Russia is the main power, man, that's going to help bring this place down. That's going to destroy Babylon, Russia, right along with its allies and new allies that is going to gain, you know? This is beautiful, man, how it's taking place. These prophecies that's taking place in this world, you know? So let me go to Jeremiah, the 50th chapter. It ain't as cold today. I got a little break. Here we go. definitely what I was saying, man. All this is just taking place so we can get our inheritance. Our inheritance is the galaxy, man. Our inheritance is the galaxies, the planet. And all the other people, man, that are in it, man. That's all the other nations, man, all the heathen nations. All of our inheritance we're about to receive. But all this has to take place. All this that I'm reading. It says here in Jeremiah, I'm in 50. The word that the Lord spake against Babylon and against the land of the Chaldeans by Jeremiah the prophet. So you know who it was referring to. Everybody know that America is Babylon. Mystery Babylon. Everybody knows it's Babylon, but everybody acting like this is fucking paradise. Fucking hellhole, man. A hellhole, a prison. That's all this goddamn place is a prison, man. This experience we're going through is a damn nightmare, man. You know? This place is a goddamn nightmare. Here is 2022 and we still gotta watch our back to a whole nation that has the law supporting them, that's sworn to protect. That's on their uniform, to serve and protect. And you already know who they're serving and protecting. Edomites. You know? And they still trying to believe that okie doke, all change is gonna take place. Man, all y'all gonna get caught up in this shit, man. You know? For being so goddamn stupid. Blind. You know? These devils don't want no damn change, man. And first of all, ain't everybody equal. You're not gonna receive no equal goddamn nothing here in this place, man. We were placed here in this place to serve captivity, you know? And that's it. To serve captivity, not to prosper, not to blow up and make it big. Niggas paper chasing by any means necessary. You're gonna get caught up in these missiles that are on the way, you know? And actually, it's your judgment. It's your judgment to get caught up in these thermonuclear missiles that's gonna blast this goddamn place while the elect get bleamed up out of here, you know? So again, it says here, declare ye among the nations and publish and set up a standard. Publish and conceal not. So that's why we were commanded to come to the highways and the byways. Luke, let me get the book of Luke. There are others. Luke 14 and 21, so that the servant came and showed the Lord these things. Let me start up a little bit. In Luke the 14th chapter, and they all, in 14 and 15, and when one of them that sat at meat with him heard these things, he said unto him, blessed is he that shall eat bread in the kingdom of the Most High. Then said he unto him, a certain man made a great supper and bade many, and sent his servant at supper time to say to them that were bidden, come, for all things are now ready. And they all with one consent began to make excuses. Same thing with these motherfuckers down here, man. I call them, I got something to do-ites. Just noise, man. Just a noisy ass place, man. Just think about the kingdom of Yahweh Shem Yahushua is gonna be quiet. Except when you're hearing the Edomites getting whipped in the distance, you know. You're gonna be hearing Edomite getting slashed, getting beheaded, losing limbs in the distance, man. You know. So it says, verse 18, and they all with one consent began to make excuses. And that's Jake, man. Jake got to make an excuse so he can paper chase, man. Jake coming up with excuses so he ain't trying to leave off his he ain't trying to sacrifice those 4 or 5 days he spent in the club or the bar. He ain't trying to sacrifice that, man. That's his best opportunity. That's his greatest opportunity he has to commit adultery. You know? That's his opportunity he had to fuck his enemy's wife, man. You know, to pop his boy's girl, man. Jake ain't thinking like that, man. Jake ain't thinking about coming into this truth. Jake ain't thinking about serving the Lord, man. I got something to do. I see you next week. Last time I was down here, I would hear that every damn week, man. I see you next week. I'll come back. I'll come back. Man, you ain't got to lie to me, man. What's the point? You ain't got to tell me that shit, man. You know, we ain't new to this. Just go on, you know. You've been marked. And how the Lord deals with you, you know, and how the Lord deal with these men. I have to say men, because you know most of the women ain't going to come into line. But the Lord is dealing with men, you know. He's dealing with men to push this word. But how the Lord deals with them when they run off and into their worldly adventures is up to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. But the elect is waking up, you know, and that time is coming where those miracles and something major is going to happen that's going to wake up the majority of Jake. You know? Can't wait, man. We're coming. It's coming. It's coming. You know? And a lot of those Jakes that's going to wake up pretty much, they're just waking up to seal their doom, you know? Because ain't nothing worse than a black man, because they're deceitful, they're liars, you know, they're cutthroats, murderers, you know. So the majority is just waking up just to be destroyed, period, you know. And that remnant is waking up to get the hell up out of here. So again, and they all with one consent began to make excuses. The first said unto him, I have bought a piece of ground, and I must need go and see it. I pray thee, have me excused. Buying ground, buying houses and shit, building businesses just for the nukes to burn it. You see, what sense does that make? They'll tell you, oh man, I gotta eat, man. Well, it's the Yahweh Hashem Yahushua feed you. You know, you serve the Lord will feed you, man. You know? Ain't nothing wrong with you making money, man, but you gotta get in your mind state. You gotta get that understanding that the Lord is about to destroy this place. You know? It's simple. It's as simple as that, man. Make your money, man, but you gotta serve the Lord. Period. Simple as that, man. You know? They push you, man. You just a hater, man. You just a bum, man. They don't have no understanding what the hell the foolishness they're saying. You know? They lack of understanding, period. And they speak about things they understand not. You know? What does it say in the Apocrypha about that? Hold thy mouth, hold thy peace. Niggas got that spirit of a woman on them, they just react. You know? They just act. Let's see if I can find that. It's Apocrypha. I've been in this Apocrypha for a minute. I've always been in that Bible a lot, especially lately. Sirach 11:7. Blame not before thou hast examined the truth. Understand first and then rebuke. Answer not before thou hast heard the cause. Neither interrupt men in the midst of their talk. You see? They understand nothing, man, but they just act. You know? They just react. They just react. And react with their emotions only. Hey, the Lord's sick of y'all. The Lord is sick of y'all. And that's scripture. That's scripture. It says this. I'm trying to hold the scriptures. Ecclesiastes 5:1. Keep thy foot when thou goest to the house of the Most High, and be more ready to hear than to give the sacrifice of fools, for they consider not that they do evil. You know, everything that this world pushes, man, is foolishness. Period. Everything about this goddamn world and the wisdom that it has is nothing but foolishness, man. You know, wicked foolishness, man. You know, it's falsehood. It's pseudoscience. You know, pretty much they make up shit. That's all it is, man. Made up madness, man. Even their history of this world is all made up. You know, everything about this man's history is pretty much. Let me put it this way: it's stolen. It's been whitewashed. Put it that way, man, which is falsehood. You know, all this man's history. They're constantly every year there's new textbook, new history books. All these things is being printed, man. And everybody knows about the new thing, man. Erasing the history of slavery up out of the book, man. Like we're supposed to cater to these red goddamn devil's feelings now. Let's just forget about the past. But forget about the past? Really? Come on, you know how that goes. Forgetting about the past. But they still got them Jews, those false Jews still stealing our identity and receiving compensation for it. You know, they're still bombing these nations they're still bombing they're still bombing these Arabs, man, for that madness they made up concerning that 9/11. You know, they're still in Afghanistan, hitting Afghanistan here and there with their drones. Iraq, you know, they still have their proxies in Libya, you know. Now the news coming out how their hypocrisy and how they're dealing with Yemen. They're still giving arms to Saudi to bomb the people in Yemen, man. You know, place is a trip, man. Be not rash with thy mouth, and let not thy heart be hasty to utter anything before the Most High. For the Most High is in heaven, and thou upon earth. Therefore let thy words be few. Whether you like it or not, that's who we coming out here to represent. We're representing Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. So when you come in the midst of us, in the front of us, and you start uttering all kind of foolish bullshit, man, you're not uttering it to us, you're uttering it to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man. All the shit you're talking to the Lord. Period. You know? But that breaks your heart. Right? So let me just go back to this Jeremiah. No. So where the highways and the byways is where that's what Jake don't understand. Being on these streets, man, those words are being pushed. And I have to cover the Psalms up. Something blows down out there a little bit. It's always something. Okay, and it says, I bought a piece of ground and I must needs go and see it. I pray thee, have excuse. When another said, I have bought 5 yoke of oxen, and I go to prove them, I pray thee, have me excused. And another said, I have married a wife, and therefore I cannot come. Man, anybody's trying to put a gun to your head for you to come out here and learn the scriptures, because you're not going to pick the book up and interpret this book and think you received the truth from your own understanding. You got to be taught this truth, you know? I know I kind of burst your bubble, but you got to be taught this truth, unfortunately. Fortunately. That's a fortunate thing to have teachers, man. The scripture said, thine eyes shall see thy teachers, man. You know, so that means the Lord he sends you teachers, you know. Teach you what? Teach you the damn truth, man. I don't mean the damn truth, but you know what I'm saying. To teach you the truth, damn it. Damn it. So all these excuses, man, Jake comes up with in the midst. Well, all these prophecies is taking place. While this war is about to kick off. This war is about to kick off, and they're going to wonder, what is going on? What is going on? What must I do? Right now, the devil is slowly shutting this economy down, just like when I used to come down here before the riots kicked off, before the riots in the pilgrimage. What's the word? I can't even say the word. It's a tongue twister right now. Pilgrimage, not pilgrimage, pillaging. Before the riot and pillaging was taking place. Anyway, I lost my train of thought. So all these excuses they come up with, man. Like I said, like I was about to say, with that pandemic shit, man. If you didn't see that this devil was planning on shutting this place down, then there is no hope for you, you know. And in their mind, things come back. It's back to normal. They consider this normal now, you know. They consider this shit normal now. So all these snacks and goodies they're receiving, they're taking more and more away. Now there's trucking strike, this trucking strike that's going down. Those cargo ships out in the oceans waiting to come in and unload their vessels at these ports, it's been slowed down hugely. People leaving their jobs, quitting their jobs. They'd rather be unemployed. They'd rather do something else other than work for this system. But anyway, more people are leaving their jobs, man. So this country is shutting the fuck down, you know? Store shelves is empty. More and more store shelves is empty. This is increasing more and more. That's the Lord taking your goods away, man. It's gonna get to the point there ain't gonna be no damn stores open. That's what we are telling you. That's what we're warning y'all simple asses. It's getting to the point there's gonna be no stores open. You ain't gonna be able to go use your credit card, swipe the card, man. Just like they're rationing drugs now in these hospitals, they're mobilizing military in these hospitals. Man, that's gonna turn up. It's the year of the turn up. That's gonna turn up. Where they're gonna start rationing drugs, like on a far bigger scale. They're gonna start rationing food and water. That's where the MOTB comes into play. Starving the people, man. They starve the people. People gonna be desperate. The people gonna get desperate, man. The people who want to eat, they gonna need something to drink. They gonna need to feed their babies. So they all gonna line up for their MOTB. They gonna, like I said, man. What's going down? These fools, they ain't gonna know.